Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a new project I'm going to start, and it's going to revolve around this frame that I picked up from my local thrift store. I am going to turn this one into another doll shelf. If you've seen my channel before, you probably saw the last one I did. This one is going to be for the Phantom of the Opera theme that I have. I managed to pick this up for $3.99. I think I had a coupon though, so I got it even cheaper. Originally it came from Hobby Lobby. I want to say the size. Yeah, so here you go. In case you're wondering the dimensions. But I have drawn up some designs. Okay, so my mom had sent me this notebook, and I keep notes in it about various projects I want to do. And this one, you'll have to bear with me because I'm not very good at drawing or explaining things. But basically, this is the dimensions for the frame that I showed you right there. I went ahead and took its measurements. It has this lip, which is why there is 2 lines to show. This is kind of going to be a bit of an audacious project for me. But what I want to do is have a false wall that will come out and cover up about 1 inch or 2 above that he is going to stand behind. So he will be up against this part, and then the false wall is going to come above. And the idea is that inside that false wall, I'm also going to put these fairy lights that I got. I'm going to string them around the inside to give off a light kind of behind him. Then what I want to do is that outer wall, and then a further out balcony wall is going to come out. That's where Christine's going to be. I'm going to decorate it to look kind of like her dressing room area from, I guess, the movie, the Phantom of the Opera movie. Off to this side, I have decided I kind of wanted to make a faux vanity. And I can't even read my own writing sometimes. Oh, a changing screen. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing that or not, but to create a sort of screen like what you saw whenever she changes, she comes walking out from behind it. So those are some ideas. I also want to incorporate where he stands, right about here, I think. The hole that's cut out that he's going to be seen behind is going to be framed. Because in the movie, if any of you are familiar with it, he comes through a mirror to call Christine to him. So that's going to be my idea. It's going to look like the frame that went around the mirror. And as you know from the story, he slides that aside and she can then enter to the depths of the opera house. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a gilded mirror. I do have a candelabra, and please forgive me if I'm not saying right. I'm going to look up some styles that go with the time period, which was France of 1881. I'm going to put like wallpaper and art on the walls on the upper wall that goes about right here. And then let's see. I think that's really it. I did put some measurements for how I want to cut the sides to make the hidden room. But this is kind of what I've got so far, and bear with me because I am not a perfect crafter at all. So let's see what I can do, okay? But that's what I have so far. I'm going to have to make a gilded mirror to go around him that's going to be empty, and I want to have him posed. This is one that I custom did back with my mom a long time ago, and then I went and painted him and gave him a bit of a haircut. Let me see if I can show you. He's wearing a princess outfit from one of the Barbie movies. My mom made the cape. He even has a gold rose clasp. But that's my design. That's my plan. let's see how well it turns out, shall we? Alright, so I took the next step and I decided to go ahead and paint all around the frame. This way I have a good base so that when I do go and glue these down, which I'm debating on painting or covering with paper, but when I do glue them down, it won't show the wood around it. I decided to go with black to kind of give it a good shadow. So we'll see how it goes whenever I add the other pieces. So this is where I'm at now. I have not glued these in. This was just to give me a mock-up, but I figured this would be stronger than trying to glue them to the outer edge. So I'm going to make this the inner box that he's going to stand in right about here. And then I have this that's going to be the upper wall. As you can see, I didn't quite cut it right, so it hangs over. I'm not sure if I'm going to change that or not, but I need to cut the mirror piece out, or at least the mirror frame, I should say, so that when this is over, he can be stepping through it. So I have to go and put a framework here. And then I have, this is going to be the bottom that he stands, or that she'll be on mainly. And then I have these two, which are going to be the wall pieces along the side. I'm hoping they're tall enough. I probably should have made them taller. But that's what I've got so far. I need to do some covering on these. As you can see, I am not good at cutting foam board. I just can't seem to do it right. Because originally I was just going to paint these along the sides, but there are so many rough edges that I can't seem to get smooth no matter how hard I try, especially this one on the bottom. So I think I'm just going to cover it in paper. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then I will begin gluing these all together after I cut this one. Probably when I can get some more glue sticks, because I think I'm about out. But that's what we have so far, and gonna keep on going. And then back, this is going to be the part that makes the main wall. So I have measured out the box for the mirror, and I'm going to try to frame it with probably some extra pieces that I have to kind of give it a little more dimension. And then I was thinking about how I can make some, I guess, fancy little design on the top. But before I do, I printed these out. These are the design. You probably can't tell from the video. They're actually a really light pink and they're outlined in light blue. And I'm going to cover this entire wall with this wallpaper. And that way I can kind of make it look like the inside of her dressing room. But here's where we're at, and now we get to continue. So here's where we're at with the project. I have glued on these two wall pieces here. I have cut the two that are going there and here. Unfortunately, I will have to wait until we go grocery shopping to manage to go out and get some more glue sticks. But in the meantime, I have started to prepare the inner wall that will go on it. And I will show you how this works. He will be standing there inside. And I've already started putting on the wallpaper so that it will look more like the inside of her dressing room. Alright, well, there's my progress, and see you next time. Okay guys, time for one more update, and then I think I'm going to post this video and then give you more updates later in another video. But here's what I got so far. So this, take these off. This is what the box will look like once I glue down this part. I haven't glued it down yet because I have to get more batteries for the lights. But This is the box, the inner box. I have the Phantom of the Opera. I glued down extra paper because that line was bothering me behind him. I added some moss, I guess you'd call it. This is what I was going for. The paper has been put on so it looks like her wallpaper. It's gonna go right here like that. I guess you won't really see very much of the moss, but whatever. So there's what the box will look like. And then I covered these pieces with paper because the edges were horrendous. That'll be on this side. So that's one balcony piece. This will be the floor piece of her room. And then I'll have one more piece on this side, also covered in paper. And that will be the other side of the balcony. And I'm thinking I might go ahead and paint this. I think I might paint it. I'm not sure exactly what color yet, but I was thinking about doing that. And then I'll have to show you one more thing. I also printed out this rug. I'm going to glue it onto this part, probably with the edge folded over, to kind of give it a little more style to the room. But here's where we're at. Now that the base of the box has been done, and I am almost ready to work on the dressing room, I think I will make that another video. So, be watching. Here it comes.